New Year resolutions do not work. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with us reasons why I totally disagree with this statement. Hey everyone, my name is Omotola, aka Omoti, and this is your lifestyle channel. On this channel, we talk about different things ranging from mental health because I'm a psychiatrist, lifestyle because I believe that we should take our lives seriously, and my faith in Christ Jesus. Today, I'm going to be talking about the things that I have personally been doing in 2025 that have been working for me. I know that many people say that people abandon their goals in January. Today, I just want to share 10 things, 10 habits that I have adopted in 2025 and have been working for me. First off, I have been laying my bed every single day. For those that know me or have known me from the past, that was something I used to do as a single person. I always laid my bed. I was never cut on fresh. But since having a child and a husband, sometimes it has been very difficult. In 2025, I just resolved that I wanted to start laying my bed. Not because of anything, not because anyone would come home with me to see whether my bed was laid, but because I identify as an organized person and laying my bed is just one of the essential things that needs to tick off that box. Yes. The second thing is drinking water consistently. Now, it has meant that I've had to drink water, use the restroom, drink water, use the restroom, drink water, and that cycle. But I know that it's good for my gut. I know that it's good for the overall functioning of my body. And I have continued to do that from last year and up until this year. Another thing that I have done is I've kept moving. I go to the gym as at least 3 times in a week. I go to the gym at least 3 times a week. I keep moving. If you know me, I'm always counting my steps. Almost everyone around me knows that. So I've got my wristwatch, always my Fitbit. I'm always checking. Am I reaching my 10,000 goals? I don't reach it every single day, but I try to achieve it at least 5 times in a week. That's what I usually do. Another thing that I have done in this year is planning my day ahead. So the night before, I try to scribble down things that I want to do. And if I fail to do that at night, when I wake up in the morning, other than having a mental image of what I want to do in a day, I ensure that I write it down and I tick it. And I've got a book for that. Just going to be showing you. In this book, it's supposed to be a gratitude journal, by the way, but I've converted because I have other journals and I just write my to-do list. Yeah, and then tick it off. Yes, so that works for me. The next thing I'll be sharing with us is don't multitask. Don't do it. It's still something I'm struggling with. Sometimes I'm in a meeting online and I'm trying to do something else, or even physically and I'm trying to do something else. Don't multitask. Your brain cannot do it. The only multitasking you can do is probably listen to the radio or a message or a podcast while driving, or you can do things like you're cooking and you're listening to a message or making a call. But otherwise, you can't do two things at the same time, two major things at the same time. So, no multitasking. And what that helps me to do is focus in the moment, listen to the person in front of me rather than doing other things at that particular time. The next thing is having a morning routine and an evening routine. The morning routine, what my morning routine looks like is waking up at 5 a.m. every day, reading my Bible, praying to God, reading at least 10 pages of my chosen book for the month, and then going ahead to prepare the day. Now, this might not always work, but because I have that routine set, it works most of the time. And then my evening routine is like after I come back from work, what it looks like is caring for my child, making sure I have that first 30 minutes. We have the bonding moments, we eat, we try to read a book, and we settle in the evening activity. For me, it's another moment to read 10 pages of my other allotted book. And also, sometimes I have certain meetings that I need to attend to. So I do those things, and I usually just have that routine till 10 p.m. when it's bedtime. So it just helps me to know how many hours I've got in a day, how many hours I've allotted to each thing or minutes I've allotted to each thing, and it helps me to plan. The next thing I've already mentioned a couple of times is reading. I identify as a reader in 2025, and in this year already, I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself because I have Atomic Habits by James Clear. I've read Battlefield of the Mind by Joyce Meyer. I've read God Tells a Man Who Cares to Listen by A.W. Tozer, and I've also read Richest Man in Babylon. In this month, I'm going to be reading 2 books already, but when I'm done, I'll talk about them. One more habit is not keeping grudges. I know that sounds basic, and a lot of people probably don't have issues with that, but I've learned to move on. I'm not happy with what you did, right? That's probably my perception. You're not a bad person. I move on. There's no point holding on to a grudge. You're just going to be hurting yourself. So I've learned to move on so fast. It's not easy, but it helps me at the end of the day. So why not? If not, I just move on. Number 8, are we still counting? Number 8 habit is continuing my skincare routine. I make sure that I do it in the morning and in the evening, and I've seen changes. I can see a glow. If you can't see it, well, but again, I have seen those things, and it's something that I've continued to do. Last thing is my confessions. I continue to say my daily affirmations, self affirmations every day, and in 2025, I decided to add one special bit to it, and I decided to create an affirmation for my son. So in the morning, you hear us say a certain thing, and then we end it with I am bold and strong. That's the one thing I look forward to hearing every single day when I share the affirmation with my son. So these are the 10 habits that I have developed in 2025. And do you mind sharing yours with us? Trust me, they've been helpful. If you found this content enjoyable and useful, please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to meet me in the comment section. Let's talk about it.